So you're thinking about moving to Market Common? Check out today's video where we're going to discuss 5 pros and 5 cons of living in that area, which might help make the decision for you much easier on making the move to Market Common. What's happening, guys? It's Jeremy Blanton with RE/MAX Southern Shores, and today we're going to discuss the pros and cons of living in Market Common. Now, you might be wondering, where is this and what is it? So let me give you a little brief history of Market Common. So Market Common is an area located in Myrtle Beach, just south of the airport, and it's a 114-acre section of Myrtle Beach, which used to be the former Myrtle Beach Air Force Base. This area was sold and developed over the early 2000s into the early 2010s. Around 2008, they opened up the commercial district of Market Common, which has about 40 different shops and restaurants. There's a movie theater. Originally, they had a grocery store and so many other things. Nowadays, there's still amazing restaurants in the area, tons of great shops. There's a Barnes & Noble, there's a bowling alley, the movie theater, and so many other things to do in the area. It also has then a lot of different great parks. There's the Bark Park, there's the Memorial Warbird Park, and there's also some great playgrounds like Savannah's Playground and the one inside Market Common. So it's a great area here located, nestled right in the heart of Myrtle Beach, that you can find tons of things to do throughout the day to keep you entertained, keep kids busy, and have a lot of fun. The first and probably the top reason people move to Market Common is that it has so many things nearby. There are multiple restaurants and shopping places all right there inside its own little city within inside a city. So if you're working a long day at work and it gets to the end of the day and you haven't figured out what to do for dinner, there's great places where you can go grab some Mexican on a Taco Tuesday at Nacho Hippo, or you can go over to P.F. Chang's and have some tasty Chinese, or take a trip over and grab some pizza takeout to take home from California Pizza. There's all types of opportunities nearby that you can grab a quick bite to eat or go shopping, all right inside the Market Common. So the second big pro of living in Market Common is that most all of the housing in that area is newer in age. The area only really started to be built out in 2008, so most all of the homes in there are going to be 2008 or newer. The one section that is a little bit older, where it's the former Air Force housing, all of those have been redone as well. So while the age of the property might be from the early 70s or 80s, it's all been redone inside and looks just like the other things from 2008 or newer. The third pro of living in Market Common is that it's really close to the airport. It is just south, sitting on the old Air Force Base, and so if you have a job that requires you to travel for work, or you like to take lots of vacations and get away, you're only a 5 to 10 minute drive over to the airport, and it's super simple and easy to get there, get on your airplane, and take off out of town. The fourth big pro, which is something people really enjoy about Market Common, is its closeness to the beach. If you go out the front entrance over by Kings Highway, you are just minutes away from either going to the Myrtle Beach State Park or the Spring Maid Pier. Both are about a 3-minute drive out the northern entrance of Market Common, and so you have great opportunities to get over to the beach, enjoy the wave and sun any day of the week. The fifth pro of living in Market Common, which is one of the original concepts and ideas that they had when building it, is that it's supposed to become a city within a city. It's an area with live, work, and play all right there in one little central location, so that people would never have to really leave their area to go to get any of those items. So if you're looking for a neighborhood where you can have shopping, restaurants, entertainment, everything that you need close by, you have this here in Market Common. There are always types of activities going on in there, whether it's rides with Santa in the winter or a New Year's Eve celebration, kind of like Times Square, but on a much smaller scale here, or maybe going to the farmer's market during the spring and summer months. Market Common has all of those things, including real close access to the baseball and soccer fields, Savannah's Playground, and so many other things, all right within inside the Market Common. Alright, so now that we talked about the pros of living in Market Common, let's take a minute and talk about some things that may make you think twice about moving there. The first one of those that I wanted to talk about is higher pricing. The homes in Market Common, because they are newer and it is prime real estate, makes the prices of those properties much higher than other parts of the area. For example, I had someone a few years back that was looking at a home built by Pulte, which built Berkshire Forest at the same time, and they went to Berkshire Forest and found a model that they liked. They wanted that house and they had one being built, the exact same thing what they wanted, but it was down in Market Common. So we went down and checked it out. The difference is that the pricing was $30,000 more in Market Common versus that in Berkshire Forest. Because of that, my people said, we can wait a few months for this home to be built in Berkshire and we'll buy there and save the money. So the Market Common name and price tag can make prices much higher than other parts of the area. So if you're wanting to get more home for the price, that may deter you from going to Market Common. The second big issue with Market Common is that because pricing is so expensive and the land is so premium there, your lot sizes are going to be much smaller than other parts of the county. For example, you go over to Carolina Forest or Murrells Inlet or Little River or somewhere else, and you're going to find the same houses with lots that are going to be probably an extra 10 to 15,000 square feet in size for much less money just because it's not inside Market Common. You want though to have that prime real estate with the ability to do the live, work, play mentality and all. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to sometimes sacrifice your land and also the pricing on the house. All right, the third reason why you may want to reconsider living in Market Common is probably one that you might surprise you a little bit, but it is actually bombs. Yes, B-O-M-B-S. Bomb, 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 ba-bomb, bomb, ba-bomb. Yeah, those things. This sits on the old Air Force Base of Myrtle Beach, and this area throughout Market Common and through Carolina Forest and other parts of the county were used for bombing practice back in the day by the Air Force Base. The pilots would take their planes off and practice the bombing throughout the area, and sometimes those bombs did not detonate, and if that happened, they would be in the ground, sometimes buried 10-15 feet down, and nobody would ever know they're there. This is something that is common though throughout all of Horry County. So don't freak out if you buy a place there or even in Carolina Forest or Murrells Inlet or anywhere else that there might be a bomb in your backyard. Now, what most builders do to make sure things are safe is they go through and they scan the ground several feet deep to make sure that there are no bombs in it. If they find one before they start digging the foundation or pouring a slab for it, they are going to call in the bomb squad. They will detonate the bomb and remove all the remains from your land, and so it is completely safe and harmless. If you go though and buy it, don't be surprised, especially if it's a new construction, if they make you sign what's called a bombing disclosure to say that there may be one on your land, and if so, we will take care of it for you. So something just to consider. Don't let it freak you out, but it is possible there could be a bomb on the land. Number 4. So while being in the middle of a live, work, play area like Market Common may sound appealing to you, it also has its drawbacks. If you want to have a day off where you can just relax and be away from all the tourism, it's really difficult to do if you live inside Market Common. You know, as I've shared before in other videos talking about living in Myrtle Beach is not a vacation, there are some times and days where you just need to have downtime, where you can relax, rest, sit in the backyard, enjoy the beautiful weather, and not have all the tourism stuff around you. Unfortunately, if you live in Market Common, having downtime away from all the tourism can be a little difficult. And this fifth one is kind of a pro and a con, but I want to share it more on the con side, and that is that it is inside city limits. Market Common sits on the southern end of city limits of Myrtle Beach, which means that there's going to be a little bit higher taxes you're going to pay for inside the city. The pros of it is that you get access to all of the things that Myrtle Beach City has to offer. That means if you want to go up to Pepper Gettings, or you want to go over to Savannah's Playground, or the Chapin Memorial Library, or those types of things, you get access to those. However, you are inside city limits, which means you're going to be paying a little bit more for those things. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today on pros and cons of living in Market Common. Hopefully I gave you a little bit of information on the area to help you to make that decision much easier. If you want more information about Market Common areas or any parts of the beach, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information's down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, get the bell on and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.